be right back.
Cool, sounds good. Can I buy a Z? I'd like to buy a vowel Regis. Sorry, bud. There's no Vanna White here, man. Sorry to break it to you. No Vanna White here. All right, so the music sounds seem to be good. All the party people in the house. Hope everyone's having a great day. Yeah, absolutely. This is gonna be fucking great. This is gonna be great. No issues are gonna occur from this, right? No issues whatsoever. This is gonna be incredible. This is gonna be incredible. I'm so excited for this. You have no idea. This took me like 8 hours to make. I hope you know that. By the way, this set right here, what you're looking at, this took me way too long to make. We can ask Raw to be Vanna? Bro, fucking 10 out of 10. I need you to stall until blog. Oh, I'll be streaming until blog. Annie Valor, don't worry. I will take anal bum covers for 1,000. Hey, Bush Trigger. How are you, bud? First time chat from a raider. If you want to drop me a follow, that'd be great. Question alone was long. Questions alone was long. I don't know what that means. All right. I'll take Ape Tit for 600. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this is going to be a shit show. I'm so excited for this. Let me make sure I'm signed in on this. I am. Awesome. This test worked. So if I throw up a poll. Oh, I can throw up a poll from here. Incredible. It's my favorite streamer. Duelim is here from the Council of Streamers. Hello. That's me. Runseven has returned. And with his trucker hat, gotta get the merch going everywhere. Yeah. He stole it from Raw real quick.
Left in the studio.
Did she?
In the studio for me, so got it back.
All right.
She does need to bring me a glass of water if she's watching. That would be great.
I'll get you, Trebek. Yeah. All right. Well, so this is Who Wants to Be an MSFer. We're gonna have our contestant Runseven. He's gonna pop up right here. Oh, did it not work? Why did it not work? Oh, there it is. I got it. I have to crop this again. Please hold, everyone.
Why's that? Oh, weird. Somebody sent you some PNGs of Coulson there. I see that.
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
I don't know.
Definitely not you.
Definitely not me. No, it wouldn't do that.
No, that doesn't sound like some of you do. That's being too helpful.
Honestly, it could be any one of the 76 people that have access to
I was going to say everybody who has access to that.
Yeah.
All right, so how's that looking, everybody? Looks pretty decent for my end. So, hope that's well. So we have Who Wants to Be an MSFer here. How this game is going to work, essentially, it's going to be a series of questions, 15 in total. They're going to increase in difficulty, so the first 3 I categorized as very easy. Then the next 3 will be easy, then medium, then hard, then very hard. I will be shocked if Run gets past question 10, but here we are. Let's see if we can pull this one off. Listen, if you get it, hey, you get it. I'll be impressed. So, as you can see here, we have the question by. This will have the name of the person who actually asked me the question. If you guys remember, we had a stream where you guys were all helping me get questions, a list of questions set up for this. So I'll have the person's name there. You see chat in the middle for all you guys being idiots and sending your emojis and all that good stuff. I also said emojis like a 90-year-old grandpa, but here we are. And then we got lifelines. So the lifelines are going to go like this. We got phone a friend. So this is essentially going to be someone from chat, or if Run wants to actually call Pathfinder on the phone, that would be funny. Phone a friend you can use once. This can be used at any time during any question. The next lifeline is going to be 60 seconds in-game. So Run is actually going to share his screen in-game, and he's going to show himself try to look for the answer in-game. If he can find it, some of these questions can be found in-game, some of them can't. All right. Next is going to be Ask the Audience. So I've been told to go fuck myself. Awesome. So 10 out of 10 Twitch stream as always. Let me pin that comment real quick. Pin this message. Awesome. Okay. So we will continue on. Ask the audience. I'm going to poll chat, and you guys can decide if you actually want to help him or want to troll. Run will decide if he wants to follow the audience or not, or just use this as a guideline. He could just use it as, hey, this is what not to answer, because you guys all put D when it's very clearly B. Then we have the one that Run is going to use first, the life save. That's right. If he gets one wrong, he gets a free mulligan, and then he gets to move on to the next question. That's
Using that
specifically
one early on.
Absolutely, that's specifically for you, just because I don't want this to end after question 2. So, next lifeline will be 50-50. This one is going to be unlocked if he gets 10 questions correct. So this will only be for questions 11 through 15. And this will do exactly what you think it'll do. It will take away 2 of the correct answers and give you a 50-50 shot of getting it right. But I'm going to hide this for the time being until he has the right to earn that. The last one will be host hint, and this one is obviously going to be me giving him a hint. Also, yes, everybody follow Runseven, please, if you're not already, even though you guys probably rated from him. But still, follow him. Host hint is going to be essentially, I'm going to give a hint based on the question. It's going to be whatever I feel like the hint should be. I do not have pre-prepped hints. So, yeah, we're going to go from there. But the first question is asked by, I have it on my phone, please hold, PW.
I have a notepad, like I'm gonna take notes for some reason.
Oh, you're gonna, okay.
I don't know why.
You're gonna take notes.
I don't know
Awesome.
why. I don't know why. I have a notepad just in case.
But yeah, Run, how you feeling, bud? How are things
I'm a little
going?
nervous.
Are you?
I'm a little nervous. These questions, I know for a fact, are gonna be ridiculously hard. And then for me, they're going to be even more ridiculously hard because I can't remember anything past 5 minutes. Like, I don't even remember what we talked about in the recap this morning.
So, scale of 1 to 10, what do you feel your confidence level's at?
My confidence level?
Yeah.
First number that came to mind was a 3.
A 3,
I don't
okay.
feel very confident about this. I rely on other people's knowledge to accomplish things in Marvel Strike Force. I'm just here for the community.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, a 3, awesome. What question do you think you're going to get to? Let's get your projection.
7.
7. Okay, so you think 7 is going to be the stopping point?
Yeah, because I'm going to ride out 4 lifelines, and then I might get 1 right on my own, and then 6 and 7 will be the last of them. Oh, wait, I only get 5 lifelines at the beginning.
Right.
Shoot, I'm going to have trouble getting past 6.
All right, so you got to get at least 1 right with no help. So
yeah, it's going to be tough.
That's going to be a tough one. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so question number 1 is, why was Minerva the queen of Dark Dimension? A, she has % health steal on her ultimate. B, she was the first toon to have a crown. C, she was the first female toon. Or D, she was the best cheap option for Dark Dimension at the time. This question was asked by PW.
You know, the first reaction that I want to think of was she was the best cheap option, but I don't think she was actually all that cheap. Obviously, she was not the first female toon. That's just ridiculous. So I think we can cross that off of the list. The first toon to have a crown, I'm pretty sure that's inaccurate as well. I don't. Does she even have a crown? She's got like a little face mask.
Does she have a crown? Right? Is it considered a crown in the Kree world? Who knows?
I don't. Is that question number 2? Because if it is, I think I could use a lifeline and go look at her picture in game. No, it was because she had % health steal. I remember there was a big deal when she first came out. There was like a rumor going around that somebody got fired from Scopely, and before they left, they changed her kit to this % health steal, and no one knew what it was really going to do. And it went into Dark Dimension, and the characters had those huge health bars, relatively speaking, and she would just knock down 20%, and so people really thought that was amazing. It was, it's a final answer.
A final answer.
Steal.
Let's see. Chat, we think you got it right. Someone said C. Okay. Good for you. Let's see if A is correct. That's right. A is correct. Good job, Run. You got 1.
There's my 1.
That's
There's
it.
my 1.
That's it. It's downhill from here. That's it. I actually didn't know all that about the somebody leaving and the whole like.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know that.
I actually asked them at the summit, and they said no, that wasn't anything. Of course, they couldn't make eye contact with me when they denied it, so I don't know.
Well,
I don't think that was the case. I think it was a little mistake, and they didn't realize what they were doing. And of course, she overshadowed Mantis that came out at the same time. Mantis was a really good healer, but everybody's throwing rocks at Mantis because Minerva came out.
Yeah, I remember everybody went super ham on Mantis, and then Minerva came out, and everybody was like, Mantis who? Yeah, Good times. All right, well, you got 1, so that's great. Look at you go. You're on a roll. Let's keep it going. You're a 1 streak. So next, this question was asked by XLX Vendetta. Question number 2 is, what was the first non-star requirement legendary? Was it A, Adam Warlock, B, Omega Red, C, Morgan Le Fay, or D, Red Hulk?
Okay, so the non-star requirements started with the Scourge slash Trials type of character release method,
Okay.
and that was of the Horseman characters, and Morgan Le Fay was the first of the Trials. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with C. Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan Le Fay. C. Morgan Le Fay. Okay. Look at that. Let's see. C. Morgan Le Fay. That is the correct answer, Run. Look at that. 2 for 2. We're on a streak.
All right.
Wow.
I'm excited. Okay, so these aren't that tough so far.
Look at that. He got number 1, Juicy. He just got number 2. Jason Game said, holy shit, he's not dumb yet. Comrade Red said, audience gasps and then claps. So yeah, he's doing great so far. Look at him go. He's doing great. So confidence level, where's it at now? Slowly dwindling.
3.1.
3.1. Okay. Well, you want me to kick you in the confidence real quick? Because this next question was by Juicy.
Oh, good lord.
So
that means it's like super technical, or it's a mathematical question,
Yeah.
or it's like the time, or it's like somebody's speed stat or something.
So this next question was by Juicy. This is going to be probably the hardest question so far, but question number 3 is, who was the first legendary? Was it A, Invisible Woman, B, Iron Man, C, Shuri, or D, Star-Lord? OG Star-Lord.
Wow. I'm actually, I'm okay with this one. I actually know this.
Do you? Okay.
So, Invisible Woman came out during the last summit that we had. I remember hearing the content creators talking about
Pre-COVID. The pre-COVID summit.
Pre-COVID
Gotcha.
summit. And so I know it's not Invisible Woman. I remember Shuri coming out, and Valley Flying would do that stupid thing on his soundboard, the legendary Shuri, and he was always doing that, making fun of it because everybody was so upset that she was a legendary. So it kind of comes down to Iron Man or Star-Lord.
Okay.
And if I recall right, Iron Man was the first legendary, and he had one of those weird kind of legendary trials to get him unlocked. And it was all shield characters, if I remember right, that unlocked Iron Man.
Okay.
And I don't remember Star-Lord's. Oh, I do remember Star-Lord. Star-Lord requires the other Guardians to get him. Okay. And I don't remember the Iron Man legendary unlock, but I remember the other 3. So that means Iron Man must have come before I started playing the game in the very, very beginning, which was before Magneto in Asteroid M. So I'm gonna go with B, but I'm not super duper sure about this one. But I'm gonna go with B. I feel pretty confident, like 78% sure that it's Iron Man.
Is that your final answer? Final answer. All right.
Lock it in, Travolta.
Lock it in. I could do that. I could do that. Let's see. Was it B, Iron Man? It was. Very good. Look at you.
Okay.
Look at you.
Now I'm getting nervous. Juicy showing up in chat.
Juicy,
Iron Man
yeah.
for Star-Lord Mags.
Well, Juicy also said, he's like, you don't even have the second oldest legendary there. Yeah, I wanted to make the question somewhat easy. If I had the second oldest there, that would have just thrown him off.
Yeah, I might have been confused whether... No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. Because
who was the second oldest?
I remember that Fury and the Minions was this unstoppable team that worked everywhere.
Yep.
And Scopely was like, oh crap, we can't have them buying one team. And then began the cascade of, we're going to make a problem and then sell you a solution. And so the solution to Fury and the Minions was Magneto and the Brotherhood.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that was back in the day. I have some time in my YouTube, old mobile gamer videos will come up and I'll watch them and I'll be like, wow, somebody getting excited over pulling a red star and shield security. What a time this was to be alive, where Minions were the top like echelon tier of arena, war, like everything. It was just crazy to see that, because I didn't play the game back then. So you don't go straight to asking questions about how particular lines of code cause particular bugs. Oh, we're getting there. Don't worry. We're getting there.
I like over the hill players like Run. Thanks for that, cleaning it.
Newer players may have more trouble with that question, not old school over the hill players. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, well.
Could have just left it at old school.
Yeah, over the hill. You had to add the over the hill, didn't you? All right, so question number 4. This is by Jagumba. This guy is actually in my arena shard. He found me because he recognized my name from the arena shard and then started watching me on YouTube and Twitch. So shout out to you, bud. Thought that was pretty cool. Question 4. Who was the first toon to introduce trauma? Was it A, Apocalypse, B, Spider-Man Big Time, C, Dormammu, or D, Omega Red?
Oh, this is easy. This is my boy Omega Red. One of my favorite characters in all of Marvel Strike Force. When he came out, I was super excited to build him. I did cosplay for it and everything. It was amazing. Also, like Apocalypse and Dormammu are kind of newer characters, and then Spider-Man Big Time is, no. It was Omega Red. He was the first one to come out with trauma. I just know that because I'm a big fan of Omega Red. So that turned out to be an extra easy question.
Yep, extra easy question for you. So, is it Omega Red? It is Omega Red. Very good. So, we are now in... So, that was the first of the easy questions. We're continuing on into the easy questions. These are too easy. Run is going to win 1 million T1 ability mats. Sure, that's what the prize is.
I need 20 million gold for my new Avengers.
Yep.
So if that's what's going on here, we're gonna hunker down and get this right.
Oh, this man's absolutely gonna get them all right if that was the prize. All right, so we got. Let's see here. Let's change the name here. Who is the next question by? Was again by PW. And we have that showing up now. And then question number 5. These ramp up in difficulty quite quickly, by the way. Just so you know, chat.
Thanks for the heads up. I wonder what's coming my way now.
These get there quite quickly. So question number 5 is, who is the only toon who has nipples? Is it A, Namor? Is it B, Hulk? Is it C, Abomination? Or is it D, Red Hulk?
Okay, I remember there being a big deal.
Nipplegate, as Cleaning Agent calls it.
Namor not having nipples.
Okay.
And so I gotta think that it's every character since Namor that doesn't have nipples, which would be Namor, Abomination, and Red Hulk, leaving me with Green Hulk.
Okay.
That's my thought process on this. My problem is, they did update the character model for Green Hulk because he was kind of like a short, small thing, and everybody laughed at it because he was so tiny. And so they redid his character model, and I'm wondering if they erased his nipples in that process, and I can't picture it. I almost want to look in game. I almost want to look in game on this.
Oh.
Because I could quickly go to the Gamma team in game and be able to see 3 of the 4 answers, and that would tell me who it is, right? If all 3 of those don't have nipples, then it's got to be Namor. And I'm worried that Namor is actually the one who does have the nipples.
I will say this does not include any alternate costumes. So like the Red Hulk costume is not part of this. It would be base skins that they had in game. So nothing alternate. Just a...
Man, I don't want to lose my mulligan right off the bat on something as stupid as this when I know I could look in game and see for sure.
But can you save the looking in game for later and have something a for sure answer for later too?
Oh man.
Oh man, indeed. Decisions, huh?
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with the oldest character of the 4. I'm gonna go with my initial instincts. I'm gonna roll the dice on this and try and save my peekaboo lifeline.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with B as my final answer. I'm really gonna be upset if I waste my mulligan on this stupid question.
B is your final
freaking
answer.
Nipples.
Oh man, B is your final answer. It would be amazing if he lost on a question about nips. A real nip slip? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it, Cleaning Agent? That would be a real nip slip, wouldn't it? All right, well, let's see. Is Hulk the only toon who has nipples? Yes, he is. He is the only toon that has nipples.
Oh, thank God I didn't lose the nipple question.
Listen,
okay.
Run,
Okay.
I'm telling you, when I saw this question, I immediately thought this is going to be a freebie. No one's going to overthink this. This has been a meme forever. Even I remember this meme, and I wasn't even around when Hulk nipples were a thing. I knew this, and I was like, wow, this is going to be a freebie, but I'll put it in there in case somebody maybe not remembered. Man, nothing like Runseven to make things more difficult.
Mentally.
I mean, fair, don't we all? So this next question is actually by me. So I thought of this question. So this will be question 6. You're doing quite well, Run. Is your confidence level wavering?
I'm doing better. I'm doing better than I thought. I got enough lifelines that I can probably get to that 50-50.
Yeah, you can gain that extra lifeline. I feel like you're doing good. I think you're underestimating yourself, honestly. I think you're underestimating yourself a little bit. So, we got question number 6, and who fact checks these questions? You guys did when you gave me these questions. So I'm trusting all of you for all of these when I was in stream for about 4 hours trying to get questions for this. So, yeah. All right, question number 6. Oh, damn, that's not good. Yeah, Clean Gadget, you only have yourselves to blame. All right, question number 6. Who was the first quote-unquote power couple in MSF? Was it A, the Eternals? Was it B, the Dad Bros, which is going to be Longshot and Shatterstar? Was it C, Red Hulk and Apocalypse? Or is it D, Cloak and Dagger? Told you they'd start getting harder quick. This is the last of the easy questions.
I'm pretty sure. Now, see, I don't really understand. Are we talking about what pair came to the game first, or what pair was labeled the power couple first?
To come to the game first. Come to the game first.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that was Cloak and Dagger.
Okay.
But at the same time, I could be wrong on that timeline, and it could have been the Dad Bros.
Okay, so you don't think it's Eternals or Red Hulk and Apocalypse is what you're going with. That's for sure not. That's what you're ixing those answers out right now.
I didn't say anything about Eternals. I'm
just
certain
asking.
it's not Red Hulk and Apocalypse.
Okay, so it's for sure not
it's
C.
not C.
Okay.
I'm wondering if maybe I should use a lifeline here because I just can't remember the timeline on Dad Bros versus the Cloak and Dagger. Because Cloak and Dagger, were they originally on the New Warriors? Oh. Yeah, Juicy, I agree with Juicy.
That it's Mags and Jugs?
That's the one I remember.
Okay.
Oh.
So we had a lot of debate about this question because people were saying, oh, Phoenix and Wolverine, Magneto and Jugs, Black Widow and Cap, but nobody called them this, quote, power couple.
I remember the term power couple has been around for a very long time. I do think actually that Mags and Jugs was originally called a power couple.
I can absolutely call an audible and give you this as a freebie. Absolutely. No issues with that because I got no problem with a fact checker. But so, and we could also go based off of this list, who is the oldest power couple on this list?
Yeah, if we're going to go with the oldest power couple on this list, I'm thinking it's the Dad Bros. I'm thinking that X Factor came out more recently than Cloak and Dagger. Now, Cloak and Dagger got moved to the New Warriors, didn't they? They weren't originally part of that, were they?
Jason Games said it's New Warriors, no way it's Eternals. Okay. Interesting. Do you want to use a lifeline here? We do have some lifelines as well.
What are my lifelines again? Read them to me.
So we got Phone a Friend. We got 60 seconds in game. We have Ask the Audience. We have Life Save. And then we have Host Hint.
Okay, let's go with Ask the Audience.
Ask the Audience.
I'm going to go ahead and ask the audience on this.
Okay. I'm going to open up
which is a real gamble because the audience could totally troll me on this one. I would hope that they would understand the game would be more fun if I don't immediately lose and go home and you guys see me stumble over more questions.
The Dad Bros.
So we're putting up a poll here. Already chat is shouting out Dad Bros, Dad Bros, Dad Bros. And then Jason Games, who I will never listen to at all.
All right.
I just keep thinking that Cloak and Dagger originally started on a different team than the New Warriors, and I'm not really sure why.
Poll is up, everybody. Please go vote. Poll is up. Poll is up.
Oh, they were originally on the New Warriors, but then we started calling them the New Warriors when we had other members added to the team as it came out.
That's true.
Okay, which doesn't help me at all because I still don't know when that original power couple came to the game versus the Dad Bros.
Yep. So, poll currently looks pretty heavy towards the Dad Bros at 81%.
Yeah, it looks like a landslide for Dad Bros right there. All right. I don't need to see the rest of this poll to know that it's going to be the Dad Bros. And I that was my instinct in the first place. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with what chat says. And if chat's walking me off a cliff, there's not really anything I can do about it.
That's true.
Just kind of take it on the chin. So yeah.
All right, so we're going with B.
Right, final answer is B.
Okay. All right, let's see. Is B final answer? We did use a lifeline here. Are we going to have to use 2 and get rid of that save? Not sure. It was Dad Bros. Yeah, it was Dad Bros.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely had a hard time with that answer because obviously, there's like lesser kind of duos, like you said, Mags and Jugs was something. You know, people were saying Shield Medic and Shield Security, just the whole Shield in general. People were saying Black Widow and Cap, things like that. So that's why I was happy giving you the, hey, let's just go on the oldest out of the choices here kind of thing.
Yeah, oldest out of the choices there.
Yeah.
And I should have just gone with my gut on Dad Bros, but I just really didn't know. The whole New Warriors and New Warriors and stuff had me stumbling there. So that's okay, chat. Thank you for helping me out. Appreciate it.
That. They didn't lead you astray, so you don't have to rely on chat anymore.
Well,
so
Jason Games can go fuck himself. But yeah, the rest of chat's fantastic. So.
This is true, yeah. He was that one vote for Red Hulk and Apocalypse.
Yeah, I know he was really pushing for C, wasn't he?
He really was, man. That man was all in on C, wasn't he? And the funny thing is, I got like 8 questions from him when we were making the questions too. So he was absolutely here for all of these questions. All right, so we're on to question 7. This is where you thought the end would be nigh for you. So you still got 4 lifelines.
Yeah.
You got your mulligan. You're guaranteed to get past question 7. So you're already doing better than you expected. Also, we want a little cheater check.
I'm guaranteed to get past question 7, but I'm not guaranteed to get any further than that. So.
That's true. I also want to do a little cheater check. Is Raw under your desk writing down the notes for the answers for you?
No.
Okay.
She's not in the studio at all. I don't even know if she's in chat or not. She might be just hanging out.
Somebody in chat said that earlier, and I thought that was a good point. That Raw was just writing on a little sticky note, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta sneeze. What is it, honeybee?" Okay. She's like tapping your foot.
one thing I don't like to do is cheat. I'd rather lose a lot than cheat a little.
Absolutely. All right, so we got question number 7 is by PW. So let's put PW's name in there. Just to let you know as well, that was the end of the easy questions. So now we are going into medium questions.
Fantastic. PW putting out a lot of these questions.
Yeah, PW is putting out a lot of them. Yeah. He had a lot of great questions. I had a lot of great questions for a lot of people. Saney said 100 L4 training materials in the store for 10 cores. Interesting. That's something to buy.
Like an idiot, I just instinctively clicked on the 10 for 10 yesterday, and my Peggy Carter's already a max.
Good.
Like, I just totally wasted 10 cores for 10 pieces of Ultimus food yesterday.
Awesome.
So, L4 training mats I've got in spades. I'll probably save the 10 cores on that.
Yeah, man, 10 cores brings you a long way. You never know. All right, question number 7. Everybody ready? Let's do this. I was working from home that day, so I spent like 3 hours coming up with questions. He did. He was an MVP. PW was an MVP that day. All right, question number 7. What was the bug with Shang-Chi's special on release? A, it healed, but it wasn't supposed to. B, it didn't grant turn meter to self. C, it didn't grant turn meter to self in war. Or D, it wasn't doing damage to adjacent targets.
Okay, so I know this one. And I'm stoked that I know this one because I watched the Strike Time video where Megan, who had never played Marvel Strike Force before in her life, figured it out in 15 minutes, and she clicked on that special and she went, oh, look, he heals with his special. And Cerebro just stood there like, yeah. When the QA department couldn't figure this out, and Megan, who'd never played the game, did in the first 15 minutes. That was fantastic to watch. Yes, it's A, it heals, and it wasn't supposed to.
All right, final answer.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Cleaning agent saying easy peasy and capitalizing the A's as a little hint for you. Fuck, that was incredible, cleaning agent. I read that and I was like, what the hell did you oh, I get it. Yeah, the famous Meg Cameron stream. That is
that was
correct. What that's from.
That was fantastic.
It is A. Very good. Very good. That's
pays
one of those.
To watch videos on YouTube, guys. It
Yeah,
pays
man.
to watch videos.
I feel like that's one of those.
It's not really gonna pay me anything because
No.
I don't really get a prize for winning.
No,
this.
there's no prize whatsoever. Absolutely not. But yeah, that was kind of either you kind of knew it or you didn't. It was because it was a big stink when it happened that just some unknown person to the game was able to be like, was that supposed to do that? And then the developer's like, huh? Did it do what? So good times on that. I remember seeing that clip and I was just giggling to myself. So next question, I believe this was by PW as well, if I'm not mistaken. So we're on to question 8. Run, you're already doing better than you expected. Look at you go.
I know. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm gonna hit a wall any minute now.
Oh, absolutely you are, because these are about to start getting rough. They're gonna start getting rough. Question number 8. Who was the first toon to have no revive on kill in their kit? Was it Phoenix, Ultron, Swarm, or Black Bolt?
Okay, it wasn't Swarm.
Not Swarm, so we're taking out C. Okay, so we know it's not
Swarm.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think Phoenix has a no revive on kill.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Someone in chat's trying to tell you Ravager Stitcher's the answer, so use that. You do with that information what you will.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm trying not to necessarily read chat in case somebody throws out cheating answers there. I always think that Ultron's ultimate will kill without reviving, but I don't think it actually does either.
Okay.
And so, being Black Bolt definitely has a burp that kills people and they can't be revived and is super duper annoying and happens to me all the time. Especially in a, I believe it's a rebirth node.
Jason Games said it's Red Hulk, by the way.
Yeah, he's all about that Red Hulk. So I'm kind of thinking, I'm leaning towards Black Bolt. I'm really heavily leaning towards Black Bolt right now.
Okay.
The problem is I could be missing something because both Phoenix and Ultron came out before Black Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have it in their kit, then I'm wrong about Black Bolt. I just don't think that they do. I don't think that they have a kill and can't be revived. I think that one of the reasons Black Bolt was so popular is not just because of his huge, thunderous stats when he came out, but that because he was stopping people from being revived.
Okay.
I've still got a mulligan, right?
You do solve a mulligan. You have your phone a friend. You have your host hint. And you also have your 60 seconds in-game as well. This would be one you could use your 60 seconds in-game on, because you know you can find the answer.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I could find Phoenix and Ultron real fast.
And you could find all of them real fast, actually.
Okay, oh man, I really feel strongly about Black Bolt.
Okay.
I have strong feelings for Black Bolt. I'd like to say that.
Nice.
Sonos thinks I should take 60 seconds.
Ooh, interesting.
I think
but is he telling you that because he thinks your answer's wrong, or is he telling you that because he also doesn't know the answer? He's telling you to be it safe. But that won't tell you who was first, true, because they could be both.
It's fine if I know which ones came first between Phoenix, Ultron, and Black Bolt. I just don't think that Phoenix has a kill without revive. I feel really good about that. Ultron's ult is the one I'm not sure about.
So Cleaning Agent said you can only find them fast if the game loads properly. The way the 60 seconds will work, a little bit of a caveat, I will wait until you are in the roster screen, ready to go, and then I will start my timer. So there's no issues with loading, getting into the game, you're inside war, and then having to back out or anything like that. I'll start the timer when you hit the roster screen, just to kind of avoid any of those issues.
No.
Oh, he's
I'm gonna
confident.
go with my gut on this one. I'm gonna say Black Bolt. I want to save those lifelines for when things get really tough.
All right, so we're going
I'm
Black
worried
Bolt,
about that ultimate from Ultron. I'm really worried about that. But I'm gonna go with Black Bolt.
I'm
gonna go with Black Bolt D, lock it in, and hopefully I don't use up my mulligan right here.
Like it won't crash as soon as he clicks on a character. Hey, Rorix, you're not wrong, bud. All right. Is Black Bolt the answer? Yes, it is.
No!
Nice. Great job. Great job.
I was looking at Ultron waiting for it to light up. All
Great
right,
job.
Ultron's ultimate does not kill without revive. I will remember that.
I'm almost positive he actually does, but he only does that because of the rework. His ult does now because of the rework for MOE.
Oh, really?
That's why this question is deemed in the medium section here, because this question's pretty hard. This question can be tricky.
By on a technicality, all right.
Yep, because Black Bolt was the first with it. Ultron came out first, but Ultron didn't have it in his kit originally.
His kit first.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's the little caveat there that confused people.
Okay, that's all right. Ultron does now. Okay.
Okay. 60 seconds in game would have trolled Run Hard. Absolutely, it would have. If he did 60 seconds in game and saw it on Ultron,
that's the one I was thinking about doing that.
Absolutely, he would have.
I would have screwed that up, and I would have lost both a lifeline and my mulligan.
Absolutely. All right, next question is actually by Master Gilgamesh, who we know quite well. I'm gonna have to change the formatting of my little text box here because he's got such a long name. All right, so this is question number 9. All right, look at us go. Look at you, Runseven. Look at you. I'm impressed, honestly. I'm impressed. I thought for sure that one was going to trip you up. I thought that was the mulligan one.
Stay away from the kit question.
I thought that was the mulligan one.
Stay away from the kit question. Stand a chance.
You used to do Wacky Workout Wednesday. I mean, I guess that's why you used to do burpees every 10 minutes. So I guess there's that.
I worked out a lot on Wednesdays because I couldn't get those.
I guess that is true. All right, so we got question number 9. Runseven looking great. He's still got 4 lifelines. He's looking pretty good. This is going to be the last of the medium questions. And then next we get into hard and then very hard. So this is going to be the last of the medium questions. Question number 9 by Master Gilgamesh. Where did Hela's summon, Undying Asgardian, get the name of Greg originally come from? Was it A, the community coined it, B, that was the name used in Thor 3, C, the JSON files, or D, the developer of the character was named Greg?
Okay. Thankfully, this happens to be one of those useless bits of trivia that I do know the answer to.
Oh, so, he knows it.
Again, in the previous summit pre-COVID, the Envoy group went in and they were looking over things and they saw in the JSON files that they had labeled this Undying Asgardian the name Greg, and they thought that was hilarious. Now, other people have speculated that they called it Greg because that was the name of the younger brother of the developer who made Hela and the Undying Asgardian, but that has never been confirmed. But it was found in those JSON files that it was Greg, and so the name stuck. That's what the developers called it, and well, wait, now I'm second-guessing myself. Hold on. Was it the JSON files?
You're lucky I didn't put data mines as another answer up here, too.
Am I remembering it correctly or not?
Jason Game says it's the JSON files, not the JSON files. Pronounce it correctly, dumbass.
It's okay. It's okay, Jason Games. That's how I spell JSON files as well. I remember them coming back and they thought it was hilarious that the developers had labeled it Greg. And so we all called it Greg. And you know what? Whenever there are people come into my stream and ask me, who's Greg? I tell this story without hesitation. But now that I'm being asked the question, I'm starting to second guess myself.
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that. My gut has been working really well for me so far.
It has been. I will say that.
I know it's not B.
Okay.
I remember there was a bit of a story about a developer or a developer's little brother who was named Greg, and that's where the developer named the character in the JSON files as Greg, but no one ever confirmed that. But I'm kind of wondering if the community coined it. No, I'm getting the BKT mixed up with Greg. It came from the JSON files. We came up with the acronym BKT for the Best Cree Team, and that's how we coined that team name. I'm gonna go with C. Final answer, lock it in.
Lock it in. JSON files. Okay. The little tidbit you said about answer D, I had no clue about. I came up with that answer completely on my own, by the way. I had no clue about that little extra story there. I just thought it would be funny because someone would think that. But yeah, answer C. Good job, bud.
Yeah,
Good job.
it's the useless information about Marvel Strike
Absolutely.
Force that I'm able to remember.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, while you load up this next question, give me 1 second. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, bud. All right, y'all. He's on question number 10. Runseven. Question number 10. Did we expect that? No. No, we didn't. But here we are. Here we are. And I'm shocked, honestly. I'm shocked. So, next question is by strategist Shiro, and we will have a short intermission while he comes back. Oh, he's back already. Look at that. Look how quick he was.
Okay. Start.
Look how quick he was. So,
Okay.
this next question. First of all, you're on question 10. You're
Whoa, all
you're doing
right.
great.
And it's from Strategist.
Strategist,
is
yeah.
a clever member of the community, and so
Yeah.
this one could be pretty tough.
Yeah, Jason Games, he can't remember anything important, but he can remember some useless fucking things. Ain't that the truth? That's the same way my brain works too, bud. Absolutely.
Absolutely right.
Yep. Sonos asking the super important questions. Did everyone get their Blitz rotation in? Absolutely. Blitz has officially started as of 30 minutes ago. What a time to be alive.
Goodness me.
Yep. Oh, goodness me indeed. All
Is
right.
the 1 hour cooldown's working? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that's the final question, actually. That's the last
Oh, okay.
question. Yes, no, working as intended. They forgot about it. Those are the answers. Ruvar says yes, they are working. Awesome. Look at that.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Excellent.
All right, let's get on to question number 10. Question number 10 is, who was the first character to have a charged mechanic? Was it A, Storm? Was it B, Black Panther? Was it C, Cyclops? Or was it D, Shuri? This is now into the hard questions territory.
Okay, so Storm and Cyclops on the same team and both using a charged mechanic. I believe Storm came out first before Cyclops, which would make me think that it's Storm over Cyclops.
Okay.
Black Panther, one of the earliest characters on this list. However, I'm not sure if his charged mechanic came with a rework when they came back around to that team, or if that was when the original Duelam, I'm looking at your screen there, buddy.
Sorry.
Okay. I don't know if you're giving me answers or something here.
No, you're not. These are all just questions.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I don't remember if Black Panther was when they were the Apex Raid team or when they were a Crucible team, or if that came in. I kind of want to lean into Shuri as D because she's a legendary character.
Okay.
But then again, Black Panther came before Shuri. So this is a tough one. This is a very tough one. I'm gonna have to use a lifeline on this because it really could go any direction on this one. What are my choices for lifelines?
So, lifelines, we have phone a friend, we have 60 seconds in game, we have life save, and we have host hint. Comrade Red said Cyclops is super early, and then Jason Games said so is Storm. That is true.
Yeah,
They're both
exactly.
very early.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that either way, because like I'm leaning towards Storm and I'm leaning towards Shuri, but I think that Cyclops and Black Panther came before their other teammate, and I just don't know. And I think this could be one of those tricky ones where it involves a rework as well.
Right. Did they have charged on their original kits when they first came out, Storm and Cyclops and Black
Right.
Panther? Or Shuri? Did any of them have charge on their original kits, and is this rework stuff? Who had charge on their originals? Who knows?
Right. And so I'm a little curious about how good of a hint my host is going to give me.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take the hint and see what happens. Because I don't know. You could be like, you could give me something really dumb, or you could make it pretty easy for me. I just don't know.
So
literally, I could go with any one of these answers.
we're going with host hint. Okay.
Host hint. Yeah, give me a hint.
All right, let's take away host hint there. So the host hint, Comrade Red said it's a member of Uncanny is the hint now. So the host hint is the tune with the first charged mechanic. The charge never actually did anything until they were reworked to make the charge do something.
Okay, so that takes Storm off the list because originally her charged mechanic did do stuff. They made it way better when they reworked the team. She was able to get more faster with Beast included on that and stuff. So I think that gets rid of Storm. Everybody in chat keeps leaning towards that Uncanny team, which leaves me with Cyclops.
So I will say, I never confirmed this answer. I did get it from chat, but this is what I have. So we could definitely have a debate if the answer does indeed be wrong. Juicy said it's actually a 5-way tie. There's the answer. Juicy helping out.
So
were they always uncanny? That's true.
So now I'm trying to figure out the charged mechanic, because I'm again, this leads me back to Shuri, and I'm thinking that the charged mechanic didn't actually do anything when she came out.
Hot damn, this is going to be an uproar. Ain't it, cleaning agent? Ain't it? That's the good thing. I can throw the blame on you guys because you gave me these questions and answers.
Okay. Oh man, I don't want to get this one wrong. I don't want to use my mulligan on this crappy question. Okay. I think I'm going to use another lifeline because your hint didn't help me at all.
My hint didn't help you at all.
Yeah. I would like to ask strategist Shiro for his help with this question.
Hey, hold on. So chat, should we throw off? Should we not allow the question asker to be used as the phone a friend here?
I mean, strategist could give me the wrong answer just to see me burn up another lifeline. But strategist Shiro's always been pretty nice to me. Leaves wonderful comments on my YouTube.
Is strategist
channel.
in chat? He is strategist. You could, strategist. You wanna what do you want to help out? You could help out any way you'd like. Any way you'd like.
I would like to
description?
ask the question of strategist Shiro, and then I'll debate his answer if he wants to throw me under a bus and troll me, or if he wants to give me the right answer. So if that's okay with chat, that's what I'd like to use as my lifeline, and I'd like to ask strategist Shiro, who is here in chat today.
Yep. All right, so let's take out phone a friend. Strategist, say whatever you would like to either assist or hinder him.
Okay, strategist. Who was the first character to have a charged mechanic? Because I just don't know.
The first charged mechanic was the one that charged your credit card $100 for Kree minions.
Well, one, I will tell you the following. Uncanny did not have it until Phoenix came out, leaving both Wakandans. Black Panther got a rework when the Legendary came out to get charged, so therefore Shuri had it first by having it innately in her kit. And you know what? That was my instinctual first answer as well. I'm going to go with D. Thank you, strategist Shiro. I feel pretty confident going with D. That all sounds accurate and makes sense to me.
That tickles the fancy there. That tickles the gut. You're like, yeah, that's got to be the one. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Let's see. Is it Shuri, or did he mess up and strategist just throw a whole paragraph out there that he was ready to go and said Uncanny? It is Shuri. Good job, bud. It is Shuri.
Thank you, strategist Shiro. Appreciate it.
It is Shuri. Yeah. So
good question. Good question. That was the toughest question we've come across for me so far. That was tough.
So this one, I debated this one between hard and very hard because this question took about 45 minutes for chat to figure out what the answer was. That's why I liked this question so much.
They all use charged mechanic to one degree or another, but there were reworks involving all of them. Like then there's when did they come into the game and yeah.
Yep. And then the reworks. So Shuri originally, the charge didn't do anything originally on Shuri. The rework made the charge do something. That was my hint.
You know, I'm starting to remember all that.
So
too.
my hint wasn't so bad.
Cyclops came to the game, but there was a big strike and nobody bought Cyclops. Or they sort of bought him, but they didn't, unlock him because they didn't want to admit that they spent on the game when you were supposed to be striking and stuff. Lots of things that play on that question. So great question.
And then Juicy said Cyclops came out over a year after the rest of the Uncanny as well. So also another little facet to that. There's a lot of facets to that. So you officially have made it to question 11. Do you know what that means?
It means I get a 50-50.
You got a 50-50, brother. You got a 50-50.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right.
So I got to save that one for when I can't decide between two answers, and then you're going to take away the other two answers, and I'm going to be screwed.
Yep. So what strategist said? Shuri's charged did nothing for her, but charge granted to allies to get them more block. But she was technically the first one with charge that didn't do anything. I see.
So it didn't do anything for her, but it did stuff for her allies. Okay.
So, question number 11. Now, I will say, I'm not, going to sit here and go, oh, well, you're between A and B. I'm going to take away C and D. I already have these preset 50-50s. These are preset sources in Streamlabs. There is no way that I'm trying to rig this at all. This is preset stuff. Also, somebody asked, Apaka asked, how many questions are there total? There will be 15 questions total. So we're trugging along. We got 5 more. These are going to continue in the hard section. 11 and 12 are hard, and then 13, 14, and 15 are very hard. So, question number 11. Who had the first costume introduced into the game? A, Elsa Bloodstone. B, Colleen Wing. C, Cyclops, or D, Misty Knight? I will say there are 2 other correct answers that are not on here, and I will take them as an answer if you know them. So,
the first costume introduced into the game was Captain Marvel, and it was just a reskin color of her.
Okay. Do you want to do that as your final answer? Because there were 3 that got announced at the exact same time.
Right. And if I could remember what the other 2 were, I'd really feel good about that. I kind of want to say that it was Elektra because she went invisible, and there was somebody else also. Cyclops was an early costume also. I remember they had that video showcasing his character, but like they play the video where he was invisible. But no, that was just Cyclops coming to the game. I don't think that had anything to do with his costume.
Couldn't tell you. I wasn't around when Cyclops came to the game, so I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I know that Elektra and Captain Marvel were 2 of the first characters to have costumes, but I really want to remember who the 3rd character was that had a costume. That's my problem.
Also,
I don't know who the 3rd
I apologize.
was.
I didn't change the name on the person who asked this question. I apologize.
Oh, who was it?
This was Frosty Austy, actually.
Ooh, Frosty Austy knows his lore, too. Always coming through with those origin videos.
My apologies on that. Sorry. So, yeah, Frosty Austy. And he's the one who actually found me the blog that first announced it, too. So I got a direct link to that blog from him as well. So shout outs to Frosty Austy. Incredible question because I had no clue what the answer to this was. No clue.
Okay, so I think on this list, it's Misty Knight.
Okay.
I think on this list, it's Misty Knight. But if I can go with either Elektra or Captain Marvel, I feel much more strongly about those because I remember those costumes coming out and being like $50 for them, and we all laughed at how stupid it was because the Captain Marvel costume was just a reskin, a reskin of the same color. Well, and the Elektra one was out when Shadowlands came out, and she was going invisible on that team, and it wasn't, and nobody cared.
And remember when the costumes first came out, everybody with their tinfoil hats said, I wonder how long it's going to be until these provide some kind of buffs for the characters. Right, that was the first thing everybody said on Reddit,
also,
too.
Yeah, and they said it at the time in their lawyer speak that allows them a loophole that they didn't think they were going to ever do that, but they left the door open for it.
Of course, absolutely. Got to leave that little toe cracked. Duh.
Yeah, so...
I will say, there's one correct answer here, and then there are 2 correct answers not here, and I will take either any of those 3, whatever you decide to go with.
I'm gonna go with Elektra. I really feel good about Elektra being off of this list.
Okay.
And that's my final answer. I want to lock that in. But just for the record, on this list, I think it's Misty Knight. I just don't know for sure.
Okay.
I think it's Misty Knight.
Okay.
Right? She's got the afro. She had that cool looking costume that came in, I think.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And then Elsa Bloodstone had the black and white costume.
For Halloween.
Pauline Wing had a jumpsuit that was kind of lame. And then Cyclops' costume came out somewhat recently, if I remember correctly. So
okay.
But I'm gonna go with Elektra. I know that was one of the earliest costumes. It was $50. Everybody laughed at that one, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
All right, so you're going with Elektra. Let's see if Elektra is correct. And then you said if you had to pick from this list, you would have picked Misty Knight.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Cyclops.
Ooh. Really? That was my last choice on this list.
It was.
That was my last choice on this list.
Cyclops.
Who was
Captain Marvel? And Daredevil were the first 3 announced at the same time. So it was a Shadowlands member, but it wasn't Elektra.
Oh my gosh! Did I just lose my mulligan on a stupid costume question?
The mulligan is gone. You did indeed.
Oh my gosh! That was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I was so certain about Elektra.
Yeah, you were. The second you said Elektra, I was like, oh.
I should have gone with Captain Marvel. That would have been fine. I would have been safe. With Captain Marvel. Dang it.
Yep, you would have been safe. So that question was by Frosty Austy. This next question is going to be by Juicy. And this is now considered very hard questions.
Oh, this is going to be brutal.
And it being Juicy, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. So for context for this question, I did not know the answer to this. I had no clue what the answer to this was. I had a clue what the answer was, but I was very wrong when I originally was going through this. So let's get rid of that. And number 12 is, who were the only 2 toons MSF announced were going to be nerfed? Is it A, Icarus and Black Widow? Is it B, Black Widow and Quake? Is it C, both Eternals? Or is it D, Cloak and Dagger?
Dang it. Oh, this is brutal. Okay. Before you read the list, A, B, C, and D, I was thinking it had to be the Eternals because they came out and they were so OP, right? And they come as a pair.
Yeah, they do come as a pair. Cloak and Dagger is also a pair too, so.
Yes, I know. Cloak and Dagger is a pair. Cloak and Dagger have never been so OP that I ever thought they needed to be nerfed.
Okay.
Quake's a joke. However, When you read A, Icarus and Black Widow, it made me think, way back in the day, one of the Ultimate teams had Black Widow in it.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by ultimate
then,
teams? I don't know that term. I'm genuinely asking.
Like, well, what it was Black Widow and Quake put out the slows, and Black Widow sped up your team. And then I think you used like Kingpin and Crossbones or something ridiculous, and Crossbones blew up the enemy. It was so outlandish.
What a game we used to play. What a game.
And so now I think it is either A, Icarus and Black Widow, because Icarus is OP, and people were like, he's too OP. Maybe, I don't remember them saying or even debating nerfing him. I think they just wrote it into Agatha's kit.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think back in the day, I remember hearing about them talking about Black Widow. So I feel very strongly that Black Widow is one of them, which means it's either A or B. And the Black Widow Quake combo was super duper powerful. And so I'm wondering if they were talking about that duo.
Okay.
And so what I want to do is I want to do the 50-50 and remove two of these. And hopefully either A or B will be removed. And I'll have a good idea what this answer is.
All right, so we're going to do 50-50. So let's take off 50-50 from your lifelines here. You no longer have that because we're going to use it right now.
By the way, a lot of people in chat are saying Elektra and Marvel
I am seeing this.
Costumes. A lot of people are saying this.
So the reasoning I had behind that was the first announced costumes were Cyclops, Captain Marvel, and Daredevil. And then the first costumes in-game were Elektra and Captain Marvel.
And which costume, what was the question? Was it announced or was it in-game?
I don't know if I delineated between the two, but we can go back and look. Introduced into the game, so it would be Elektra. So I'll give you back your lifeline.
Oh, all right. Hey, thanks, Chad. Thank you for
coming in clutch.
Checking.
I'll give you that one back.
Chad,
yeah, absolutely.
You know what?
We'll give you that one back.
During my holiday stream, I'm gonna put extra effort into your gifts. I'm gonna. Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
So he's actually gonna put effort in.
I still need 50-50 on question 12.
Okay, so we're still gonna do 50-50 for question 12. Awesome.
Please take away A or B. I know these are pre-manufactured, so I'm really hoping when you click this button in Slobs, it takes away either A or B, and then I can go with the opposite.
Let's see. So I will say I did pick them. I didn't just have like a random number generator and be like, if it lands on this, I'll just take away this one. I did pick them, but preset picked them. I didn't pick them based on what I knew you were thinking between.
Okay, since chat was so gracious to give me back my mulligan, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice on this one. I think a lot of the community complained that Icarus should be nerfed, or said that he would be nerfed because he was too incredibly powerful. And Scopely never said they were going to do that, and a lot of us said they would never nerf this character because back in the day when Black Widow and Quake were talked about being nerfed by Scopely, by the developers, and they ended up not doing it. That's why we said Icarus wouldn't be nerfed, and later they wrote it into Agatha's kit.
Nerf Icarus.
You know, F you Eternals is what Agatha's kit basically read, and so they never nerfed Icarus, never even talked about nerfing Icarus. It was just the community. I'm gonna go with B, Black Widow and Quake, because that was early game, and that was, pre-Fox Next, and they didn't know what they were doing, and they may have actually discussed this and came up with the idea that maybe they should nerf Black Widow and Quake because of the slows on Quake and the speed up with Black Widow. Lock in B is my final answer.
B, final answer.
Only because chat redeemed me.
Chat did redeem.
With my mulligan.
Absolutely. And it is B, Black Widow and
Quake.
Very nice.
There we go.
Very nice.
Thank you, chat, for giving me the courage to roll the dice on that one.
Great job.
Okay.
I didn't know the answer to this either because I wasn't around for this. So I actually didn't know the answer to this. I didn't even know there was two, because my first thought was, the Eternals. And then everybody was like, no. I'm like, what do you mean no? Because that was the first time a nerf was ever in question in my game, technically, because I had never been around for the Black Widow Quake thing. And then when Juicy said Black Widow Quake, I'm like, Excuse me? Why? That sounds like a terrible combo to nerf. What do you
Back
mean?
when there were like 42 characters in game.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever
true.
It was. Oh,
All right.
We got another one by PW.
We got another one by PW. Yeah, man. PW came in clutch. Absolutely. So we are on question number 13. Runseven, you still have your 60 seconds in game, and you still have your life save courtesy of chat. I will say, these questions are very hard. These are the very hard questions, and these are some pretty outlandish questions.
That's why I was saving my 60 seconds in game, because I bet we're going to get into stats and speed and
maybe.
cost and
or maybe I thought about
pricing and stuff, and I'm just
store
not
pricing.
going to know that stuff.
True.
Store pricing.
All right. So
all
question.
I know is that Dargonite costs way too much right now.
Well, you need 150 of them. They cost way too much.
Yeah. Somebody had the bright idea of bringing in the entire Pegasus team.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. All right. Question 13. What was the max commander level when Green ISO was released? We have A, 80, B, 70, C, 65, or D, 75.
Okay, I'm pretty sure a character has to be level 75 to go to blue ISO.
Okay.
I think. But I don't know what the max commander level was when green ISO was released. Because, I mean, we can take 80 off the board.
Okay.
I know that.
Gone. Okay.
I know we can take 80 off the board.
Yep.
And I could be wrong about 75. It might be 70 that you need to go to get... No, it's 75. It's 75 because my Tiger is still green ISO. I haven't gotten her up to level 75 yet to put the blue ISO on her. Plus those last 5 levels from 70 to 75 cost a ridiculous amount of gold. That's when it starts getting really expensive. And I always like to try and put my characters into the blue ISO if I'm going to build them up at all.
Right.
And it's always pretty brutal. So I'm pretty sure blue ISO starts at 75.
Okay.
Which means max commander level has to be 70 or 65 when the green ISO was released.
Okay. I like the thought process, honestly. I didn't know the answer to this either. Honestly, I had no clue.
I'm really thinking it could be. And then now I'm just kind of thinking, okay, how far back was the green ISO from the blue ISO? And so, you know, was that like a year, which would be 2 6-month sections, which would be 5 levels each time? You know, level caps, they come every about 6 months or so.
Right.
And so taking it from 75 to 70 and back to 65. That sounds mathematically correct. It's answer F, Comrade Red. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely F.
I really feel strongly about C. And looking in game isn't going to help me. Looking in game isn't going to help me at all. I don't know how I could find that in game. And so, yeah, I got to go with C as my final answer and just hope.
All right. C, final answer. Let's see. Oh, sorry. It's D.
It's D?
Yep.
75?
I was baffled to figure this out because that's the first level that you can get blue ISO. So I figured there's no way that the level cap was there. I thought the exact same way you thought. The exact same way.
Wow. I really thought it came out so much further between blue ISO.
Yep.
Wow. How long were we at level 75 before we got the blue ISO?
So I don't know this for sure. This is a complete guess. I think they retroactively put it that you could put blue ISO at level 75.
And so blue ISO probably came out at 80 or 85, but you had to have a character at level 75, and that's what's screwing up my thought process.
I believe so, yeah.
I'm just assuming that blue ISO happened at level 75.
Yep.
Dang, there goes my one-off.
There's your one-off. But we only got 2 questions left, Run, and you're doing pretty well. You got another lifeline still. You're on question 14. Did you ever expect to be doing this well?
No, I honestly am surprised I made it past 11.
Honestly? Same. Honestly.
I really am.
Same.
Okay.
So, We got question number 13. Yeah, you're glad we got that mulligan back. Absolutely. Good on chat.
Yeah.
Chat's saving you right there.
Thanking you.
All right, so question number 13. Oh, apologies. This is going to be question number 14. Question number 14. What countries did the game soft launch in beta for? A, Russia and Japan. B, New Zealand and United Kingdom. C, Canada and United Kingdom. Or D, Canada and New Zealand.
I know it was one of the Canadas.
One of the Canadas, okay.
One of the Canadas, yeah. I don't know.
I'm double checking what the answer is because I don't remember. New Zealand sounds like a fun place.
Looking in game isn't gonna help me with this one.
Yeah, looking in game will not help you with this one, now will it?
I gotta go with D. I'm pretty sure it was one of the Canada answers. I feel like it was Canada, and New Zealand sounds. Okay, here's the thing. I think New Zealand sounds like a good test ground to compare with America, and I think that's where they wanted to do their global launch. You know, they're looking at the primary chunk of their player base being in America. Maybe I'm just being super conceited because I'm an American. I don't know. But I kind of think that they're going to use countries that resemble America but have a smaller population of people playing that game. And I think Canada and New Zealand do a better job of representing that than the UK.
Okay.
I could totally be wrong.
Yeah.
I could totally be wrong.
Because, you know, Japan's super big into games. You know, the Asian market is massive for video games and stuff like that. You know, those esports people are like celebrities over there and stuff.
You know, if you said Canada and Japan, I would definitely pick that one.
Right.
I would definitely pick that one. But Russia mixed in with Japan? No, that doesn't sit right.
Doesn't jive. Gotcha. Comrade Red said, "Don't be a dumbass." I'm assuming he's saying pick Russia because of his motherland. So, absolutely, he's going with A. But it's Marvel. True. It is Marvel.
What is Marvel? What? I don't...
No clue, but I was just trying to bank on
I don't
that
know
to see if that confused
you. I don't know what that means.
I was banking on that to confuse you, to be honest with you.
I really feel... You know what? Cleaning Agent played the game before global launch. Cleaning Agent doesn't strike me as a person who would go that far out of his way to get one of those IP spoofer things and play in a foreign country. So I'm almost certain it's got to be a Canada answer.
Okay. Because Cleaning Agent's Canadian, to get that fact straight.
Oh, yeah, if people didn't know.
Okay, gotcha.
But the UK or New Zealand is a tough one. And I think New Zealand is known for making their cell phones, and this is a mobile game, and that's the only connection I can find for any logical reason. And again, searching in game doesn't help me. D, final answer. This might be where it all ends for me.
Oh, man. D, final answer, huh?
Don't screw with me, Duelam. Just show me the answer.
Runseven. Congrats, bud. You got it right. You got it right.
We made it to 15.
Look at you. Made it to 15. Look at you. Look at you. So the way you can think of that is what Gigabyte Stomper said. Think time zones.
I don't know where either of those countries are located. I barely know where Canada is located, okay, guys?
Cool.
Time zone doesn't matter to me.
So
is it central? I don't know.
New Zealand is a day ahead, so that's why Canada and New Zealand, because they use North America, Canada for their North America market, and then New Zealand for the day ahead market to see how calendars and such would work. And stuff like that to see how that's
Where's the UK located? Is it are they a day
6
behind?
hours ahead.
Why didn't they?
They're about 5 or 6 hours ahead, depending on daylight savings.
Okay, so that still doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Runseven, question number 15. Look at you go. Wow. I'm impressed, bud. Look at you. He's one unlock away from the new Goblin Legendary, and the new Legendary not Goblin. Yeah, Canada is overseas. Rorks on rafts. Absolutely.
I'm gonna win the Wolverine gold costume.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's coming out next month after the Kang one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, question number 15. This question was by, let's find out, me actually. So let's put me on the list here. Question 15, please. Name Me. All right. Uh-oh, indeed, Andy Valor. Uh-oh, indeed. That's right. I was question number 15. All right, question.
This has got to be a kit-based question or something ridiculous. Duelam knows this is going to be my weakness.
You
right
did
here.
great by keeping the 60 seconds in game, didn't you?
I tried my best to keep this for as long as possible.
So, question 15. Runseven. How many minions are currently in the game?
32! 32 minions! Yeah, I know that one!
Why?
I fucking know that one! Screw your lifeline, I don't need it, it's 32 minions! It's 32 minions! Wait, hold on. That's not my final answer. Hold on.
Is it? Jesus.
Before I get too excited and make an ass out of myself, I think it's... You know what, it doesn't hurt to use that lifeline. Let's go ahead and use that lifeline real quick.
Dude, did you see the confidence slowly drain from him as he slowly went 32, 32, 32,
36
31?
is a pretty solid number. I swear, I remember because of whatever Scourge took a minion, was Archangel or something, required minions. And I remember discussions about which of the 32 minions were you gonna pick.
Wow, okay.
But it could be 36. I'm gonna go ahead and use the lifeline. There's no reason to blow this like a dumbass.
Yeah, no.
I can check this out in 60 seconds.
Absolutely not. All right, so let's take that lifeline off. I'm gonna blow your screen up a little bit so we can see what's going on in game for you.
All right, I'm gonna switch over here to this.
I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger for everybody so everybody can see it. We're gonna make it about yay big. All right. So we are not counting summons. No, we are not counting any summons. Summons do not count as minions. This is who has the minion tag.
Minions in the roster, right?
Yep.
How many minions are in the game currently?
Yep.
Now, and specifically talking minions in the roster.
Now, how do you piss this one away by mathing wrong? That'd be funny.
I could not use filters and try and count them one at a time.
All right.
Are we ready?
Yep. You can go into your roster screen. I'll let you start from there.
Okay. Pop-ups starting us off. All right. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, go.
We're going to filter by minion.
Comrade Red said hit the minion tag and do multiples of 4. Good one.
Multiples of 5, Comrade Red. They're 5 across. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32. I was right. Final answer A. Lock it in. Runseven for the win, baby. Let's go.
Runseven for the win? Maybe? Maybe? That's right. Runseven won.
Yeah.
Runseven won, everybody.
I'm an MSFer. That's
Runseven
right.
is officially an MSFer. Look at that.
Woo!
That is the official seal of approval of he is an MSFer.
I can't believe I did that.
I'm genuinely impressed. Genuinely impressed, and I think everybody is genuinely impressed that we even saw question 4. This was great. Wow. First winner. First time, first winner. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Who the fuck would have thought that out of anyone, Runseven would win? No kidding.
That was great.
No kidding.
All right.
Well, Runseven, hey, the floor is yours. Speech for the win.
Honestly, I couldn't have done it without chat helping me out there, giving me the confidence with that mulligan, bringing that back for me. That was super clutch, because there were some that I would have had to take lifelines had I not had that sitting in my back pocket. You guys were excellent fact checkers, cleaning up this hot mess of Duelam's right here.
Yeah,
By the way, Duelam's hint was garbage.
My hint was great.
Absolute garbage. Did nothing to help me out.
No, and then you even said after you knew the answer, you're like, oh yeah, you're right.
50% of my answers did absolutely nothing for me. So it's all chat, and none of the gratitude goes to Duelam.
Okay.
Except for thank you, Duelam, for letting me come on your new game show, which was a ton of fun.
Yeah, man.
And next time you're streaming, I would like to actually be there and help chat come up with some of these questions, because that sounds like a lot of fun too.
Absolutely, yeah. I will. I want to keep doing this. This is a fun thing. This is the most fun I've had doing something MSF related, honestly. I love doing this.
This is great.
This was honestly, this took me about 8 hours to make all of this, and I could not have a better time doing it.
And by the way, I would like to challenge Dorky Dad to this.
Okay.
I would like to see how well he does. So chat, if you're out there, you tell Dorky Dad that I made it through all 15 questions.
Yeah.
I'm challenging him, so you tell him. You tell him.
Okay, so maybe that's how we'll do it. Maybe that's how we'll do it. The person who was last on gets to challenge the next person who is on, and let's see if that works.
You gotta let me help you make up some questions.
Absolutely. Dorky Dad, we're starting off with hard, and we're just going very hard from then on out because
he can handle it.
That man's a cyborg.
He's gonna go to 15 and have like 4 of the 6 lifelines.
Yeah, that man's a cyborg when it comes to knowledge about this game. So he's absolutely gonna get harder questions. Now I will say I did not tailor the questions to be easier for you, harder for you. I legitimately went there and went, okay, here's how I'm categorizing them. And then I was like, hey, Run, do you want to be on my show? And then I was like, all right, cool. This is how I'm categorizing them. And I took them from that list, period.
You know what? I was actually a little surprised at some of those because they had to do with stuff that if you paid a lot of attention to the life cycle and the history of the game and the community and stuff, you would know those stories about like Greg. And you know, a lot of those came from because I was watching other content creators who went to the pre-COVID summit and hearing stories from them and stuff. And I was able to know that because I'd just been a part of this community for long enough. So that was fortunate. I was really worried you guys were going to get into kit questions or speed questions or something like that. And then I would have used that in-game lifeline right off the bat. Yeah, I would have immediately had to use that. So
Blake T21, thanks for the subscription, bud. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that, good sir. I don't have alerts turned on right now because this was a whole mess to turn on and I didn't want alerts crashing anything. I didn't want to have anything doing anything. My computer's running it.
I think this was a smashing success. Not
you.
Just because I made it all the way through the questions, but that was just a lot of fun. And I hope the chat, you guys had a great time.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
You guys made great questions. So.
Yeah. Massive shout out to chat for coming in for some of these questions. I have a pool of 55 more questions to use to start pulling from.
Wow.
I got 70 on my first stream just getting questions. So I have a pool of 55 more to pull from. So I'll definitely pull from those. And you are challenging Dorky Dad. So I'll see if I can get Dorky Dad on the horn. Next week is going to be a little bit difficult because obviously with the holidays and stuff. The week after that's going to be difficult. I got family coming in town. The week after that's also going to be difficult. So maybe a little bit for the next episode, unfortunately, guys. But I think I might be doing maybe like a December 15th, a little before Christmas, maybe a little Christmas theme going, just because I got some personal stuff coming on, family, you know how the holidays go. But I definitely appreciate everybody who's here, first of all. I appreciate everybody who gave questions. I definitely appreciate Run for coming out. Run, you made this extremely fun. You're an amazingly entertaining person. You can literally make watching paint dry entertaining. So you were a shoo-in for the first one.
Only in comparison to me, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Only in comparison to you, correct. But this was honestly some of the most fun I've ever had because I learned stuff about this game that I never even would have cared to think about. And I loved learning about this game, like the costumes. I don't remember that crap, but now I do, and it's ingrained in my brain forever.
Right.
So it's stuff like that that makes me really love this game, like the nuances of it. So I definitely appreciate you guys coming out and Run, you being my first contestant, and you calling out Dorky Dad to see if he can match you 15 for 15, bud. So we're gonna see if he can match you. That'll be a fun time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on. This was fantastic. I'm looking forward to watching more of these appear on. These are gonna be on YouTube, right?
Yep. I will put this whole VOD on YouTube so everybody can rewatch it. We can have in the comment section down below. You guys can ask questions as well. If you do ask questions, please put the answers as well so I can make sure I have them correctly. And then if you have a fact checker as well, maybe like a link to a blog or something like that, that'd be helpful because some of these questions are extremely, extremely in-depth when it comes to in-game or in a blog first or charge mechanic, all this stuff. But I am going to let Runseven go because he's got a child next to him. So Runseven, thank you once again. I appreciate you greatly. I'm going to bounce off stream for a moment, and then I will be right back, gentlemen.
All right, thanks. Bye.